Welcome to Winging It. This is a deck upgrade video for Arkham Horror the card game. We're looking at the deck upgrades for Silas and Minh in my Return to Carcosa campaign. This is after the Pallid Mask going into Black Star's Rise. We had banked 1 XP and we earned 6 XP. Both had actually had banked 1 XP. So Silas has 5 XP to spend. That is going to get him Scrapper, which this is taboo, so it actually costs 5 now, and with taboo rules, which a lot of people had questioned whether or not Scrapper needed to be increased, because they didn't think, I don't know, a lot of people don't like it. I think it's a fantastic card. I think it's worth it at 5 XP. You know, I don't end up using it that much, but when you need to just be up 1 or 2 in order to make sure that you're, at the right place, and you have, Silas doesn't have a lot of things to spend his resources on once he gets set up. So I think Scrapper is really good. It's his 2 stats that he cares about most. So yeah, that's definitely going to go there. So we have 2 XP left to spend, and that is going to be my other Defiance. I think some people may be surprised that it took me this long to upgrade Defiance. Both of my Defiances, but I just think there are other priorities. And I mean, obviously my, regular level Defiance did plenty of work. I think maybe, I don't know, I haven't played on higher levels. Maybe on levels other than standard, it would be more important. But generally, there's only 1 token that really bothers me too much on most tests. So, but that's not to undersell the upgraded Defiance. I mean, clearly just being able to ignore any of the tokens, the picture tokens, is good. So that's where we're at with Silas. The other thing is we have to draw some random weakness for going into Black Star's Rise and add it to our deck. And so Silas got, this is one of the new ones from Carcosa, Unspeakable Oath Bloodthirst. It's campaign mode only, peril hidden. So there's a hidden card in his hand. So men can't know about it, but, that is what it is. Secretly add this card to your hand. Force when the game ends, or you are eliminated. If this card is in your hand, you earn 2 fewer experience, which, honestly, at this point, it's not a big deal, but he can probably handle this one just fine, being the fighter. It's a free trigger. When you deal damage to an enemy in excess of its remaining health, deal this card from your hand. So, we definitely have options to do that. It's not a big deal. So I'm not too worried about that. If we had gotten the Investigate one, that might have been a little bit more difficult. But anyway, that's where we're at with Silas. Let's take a look at Minh. Alright, and looking at Minh's deck, we also have 7 XP. She had also banked 1 XP. So the very first obvious kind of upgrade is we want to finish upgrading our Grizzly Totem to get the other version of this. So now we have 2 upgraded Grizzly Totems. So I enjoyed getting that into play. And then we have 4 XP to spend, which I just think naturally lends toward a card like Cryptic Research, which I think is a great card. It's from the core, oldie but goodie. Maybe some people overlook it, but fast, draw 3 cards. Very good for things like the Ancient Stones, right? It's good, you can give Silas some cards, give her, find the card that she's looking for, get through her deck quickly. So a fan of Cryptic Research. But we have to take a card out, and I had to think about this one a little bit, and I do think that what I'm going to take out is Perception. She doesn't have too much trouble with passing intellect checks. The only issue with taking Perception out is that, it's 1 less card that she can commit to the King and Yellow tests, but I think she'll be okay. And we still got Curiosity, we still got, some of the other, we got plenty of things with intellect, which is going to be her most natural test. And Curiosity does give us some flexibility to beat a willpower test or, whatever. So, Perception is pretty vanilla. She's not really needing it that much. So, you just want to be careful. With a build like this, it's heavily reliant on her skills. I don't want to dilute her skills too much. Finally, her weakness is actually kind of one I don't like to see. It's kind of interesting. I like this weakness design. It's through the gates. And it does create some interesting situations, but I hope we don't end up looping her deck too fast, because we just added a lot of card draw. I hate to just keep removing really good cards from the game from her, but, it is what it is. We'll see how it factors in. So we got through the gates with her. So, all right, I will see you guys in Black Star's Rise.